Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you guys my Raidraptor deck profile for May 2015. I thought I'd bring you guys the deck profile basically because this was one of the next requested deck profiles after my Super Heavy Samurai one from a couple of you. So I thought, why not? We still need some support for this deck for it to really kick off with Clash of Rebellion. We'll hopefully get the rest that it needs to be a really awesome deck. But I thought I'd bring you guys the deck profile. It's kind of a mix between some Blackwing cards and Raidraptor, just to help speed up the process of using the Exceed monsters. And I also decided to stick with just basic rank 4 for this deck profile. Maybe down the road I'll make an updated version that does make use of the rank up spell cards to go for the level 5 and 6s as well. But let's go ahead and get started. Your main Raidraptor is Vanishing Lanius. His ability is once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Raidraptor monster from your hand. So all the Raidraptor monsters work with spamming the field with either different Raidraptor monsters or, adding them to your hand by their own effects. Basically just so you can get out some easy Exceed monsters. That's basically what the whole deck does. And Lanius just helps, that spam ability. Your main Raidraptor is Rise Falcon, which requires 3 level 4 wing beast type monsters, so Lanius helps with that speed process. I also run 2 Raidraptor Sharp Lanius. This one's ability is once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special this turn, you can target one face-up attack position monster on the field, change it to defense mode. During your main phase 2, if this card attacked this turn, you can target one Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of Sharp Lanius once per turn. So I like this card. Basically, the defense ability is beside the point for most abilities. What you really want is the special summon from the grave ability. That one really does help, build up the field. Getting numbers is what you want with this deck. You want to have a mass field just so you can work with all the different Exceed plays. I also run 2 Mimicry Lanius. Basically, I probably do want to end up running 3 at one point. 2 at the moment is what I'm comfortable with. Its ability is once per turn during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can increase the level of all Raidraptor monsters you currently control by 1. During your main phase, if this card is in the graveyard, because it was sent there this turn, you can banish this card to add 1 Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand, except Mimicry Lanius. So the search ability is nice, and the level boost ability allows you to go for level 5 Raidraptor monsters. Not level 5, rank 5. So, if you don't use the rank up, Mimicry Lanius also helps in those situations. But like I said, we're still missing a good number of the Raidraptor monsters. I think these are the only 3 we have at the moment. With all the releases. So we still need a good amount of effect monsters to really kick off a pure version of the deck. I also run 2 Harpy Harpist. This card just helps with its compulse ability. Works really well with searching for the Raidraptor cards if it's sent to the graveyard. Just an overall good card to use. And most of the Raidraptors, actually all of them, are dark type, so we can really go off of their effects with more of the support later in the deck profile. For the Blackwing count, I run 3 Blackwing Bora the Sphere. Like I said, Field Swarm is really good with this deck, and if with Bora's ability to special summon itself, if you control another Blackwing, really helps, so you don't take up your normal summon. It's a Piercer, which is also nice, so once again, another good one to use. And I also run 3 Blackwing Chris, the Crack of Dawn. Basically another special summon, and also he's unaffected once per turn by spell or trap cards. So I basically chose the Blackwing monsters that are easy to special summon just so you can go for your main card, which is Rise Falcon, like I said. They pretty much have 2 completely different playstyles. You have the Blackwing portion of the deck that you work with, and the Raidraptor portion. So you both basically want to get off both effects when you can, spam the field, and both just work with that play style basically. So you have your Blackwing plays and your Raidraptor plays. And I also run 1 Zephyrus the Elite. Once again, easy once you get him in the grave to special out. So you can pretty much, have him out, special summon the Chris, and possibly also the Bora. And there is your Rise Falcon play right then and there. I also run 1 Battlestorm. Now this is the card that I'd probably take out if I wanted to add in a third Mimicry Lanius, but this card's spell and pop ability really comes in handy at time. Like I said, it's really easy to swarm the field, so using this ability and then just go in for the push with all your monsters can be a really fun play to do. And I also run 2 Summoner Monk. This card really just helps, get the plays I want. If I want a more Blackwing base play, I can go for that. If I want the Raidraptor play, I can go for that. It all depends. And like I said, going off of all the dark monsters, I run 1 Dark Arm Dragon. Just really helps power card in the main deck. And that is it for the monsters. We'll move on to spells. I run 2 Raidraptor Nest. This card just helps adding Raidraptor monsters from your deck to your hand. If you control 2 or more Raidraptor monsters, you can add 1 Raidraptor monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can only use the effect of Raidraptor Nest once per turn. Like I said, good just for searchability, adding. I only like 2 though at the moment. Might bump it up to 3 once the deck becomes more of a pure Raidraptor build. And I also run 2 Swallow Nests. Now this card is another card that I was debating 2 or 3, but I figured 2 was good because there were a lot of practice plays where I ended up drawing 3, and it really, messed up my numbers because you do minus yourself with this card if you don't play it right, just because, you're attributing a monster and you're not gaining an additional monster most of the time in the process. But like I said, good just for switching out plays if you need a different monster for the situation. And 1 Allure of Darkness, a lot of darks in the deck. 1 Foolish Burial. My favorite play with the Foolish Burial is, just either, getting Zephyros in the graveyard or some other Raidraptor plays. Foolish really helps with those situations. And I also run 3 MST, pretty much just staple there, along with 1 Regeki and 1 Black Hole. Not Black Hole, Dark Hole, my bad. High spell count also just so you can, really work off the Summoner Monk. And then for traps, I run 1 Icarus Attack, just 1 at the moment. I find it comfortable with that. Kind of like to keep my field numbers. This is more of just the backup card, in case I do need to, pop a few annoying things my opponent controls. 2 Breakthrough Skills, just to get past picky and annoying effects. 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Ring of Destruction really helps, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Solemn Warning, just staple. So that is it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I run 2 Raidraptor Rise Falcon. Main Raidraptor monster in the deck at the moment. It's also the only extra deck Raidraptor I run at the moment once it moves on being a more pure build. And we get the other rank 4, which is the spam one. I love that one. I really hope we get it soon. Awesome effect. But this one basically can attack all special summon monsters on the field that your opponent controls, and once per turn you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to target 1 face-up special summon monster your opponent controls, and this card gains attack equal to that monster's current attack. So you aim for the biggest attack point monster on the field, gain that attack, and then you can attack all special summon monsters on the field. So it works really well against decks that spam special summon, like Burning Abyss or something like that. And I also run 1 Ice Beast Zerofen. Once again, just another good card that works off of Wing Beast type monsters. 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Lava Ball Chain, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Maestroke, 1 number 101, 1 Castell, 1 Photon Pat, 1 Black Ship, 1 Diamond Dyer, works really well. Same with 1 number 82 with the Raidraptor Nests. And I run 1 Taras Keeper of Genesis. In this build, I just recommend 1 rank 5, just so, with the Mimicry Lanius level boost effect, you do have a rank 5 option if necessary. This is mostly the rank 4 build, so you mostly are going to be going for rank 4s, but there are those situations, where you're glad you had that. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Definitely look forward to more Raidraptor test videos, different deck profiles with different builds. Like I said, there will be a rank up version and all that. But yeah, for now, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.